Welcome to a journey into the enigmatic world of Serapis, the deity of mystery and intrigue. In this video, we'll unravel the secrets of Serapis, exploring the depths of his symbolism, origin, and the profound impact he had on ancient cultures. Join us as we delve into the mysteries that surround this captivating figure and its connections to early Christianity. Unveiling the Enigma of Serapis, Ancient Mysteries Revealed. Subscribe now and embark on a journey through time and knowledge. Unveiling the Enigma of Asar-Hapi. The enigmatic character known as Serapis in Greek and Asar-Hapi in Egyptian mythology conceals layers of mystery that have puzzled scholars for ages. While this deity played a prominent role in the secret initiatory rites of ancient Egypt, only those initiated into the Serapis cult comprehended his true nature. With rare exceptions, the broader Egyptian populace, including the uninitiated, remained unaware of his profound essence. There is no verified account of the rites dedicated to Serapis, but an examination of the deity and the symbols associated with him reveals intriguing facets. In an oracle delivered to the king of Cyprus, Serapis described himself thus: "I am a deity, as I reveal to you, my head is the starry heavens, my body is the sea, the earth forms my feet, while air supplies my ears, the sun's far-darting, brilliant rays, my eyes." Numerous attempts to decipher the origin of the name Serapis have proven inconclusive. Some suggest that Soros was the Egyptian term for a stone coffin and Apis denoted Osiris incarnate in the sacred bull. Combining these terms yields Soros Apis or Sor Apis, which means the tomb of the bull. However, it seems unlikely that the Egyptians would worship a coffin in human form. Several ancient authors, including Macrobius, contended that Serapis symbolized the sun, as his image frequently featured a radiant halo. In his oration upon the sovereign sun, Julian described the deity as follows: one Jove, one Pluto, one sun is Serapis. In Hebrew, Serapis corresponds to Seraph, signifying blazing out or blazing up, and the Jews referred to one of their celestial hierarchies as seraphim. Nonetheless, the prevailing theory regarding the name Serapis traces it back to the combination of Osiris and Apis, where Osiris represented the god of the dead, and Apis signified the material body of nature. While Osiris, Apis and Serapis share notable similarities, it is improbable that the Egyptians worshipped the dead Apis in the form of Serapis. More likely, the Egyptian priestly caste employed this deity as a symbol of the anima mundi or the soul of the world. Apis represented the corporeal aspect of nature, while Serapis embodied the soul that transcended the physical realm. C.W. King proposes an intriguing theory, suggesting that Serapis may have roots in Brahmanic tradition. He posits that the name is a Grecianized version of Ser Atta or Sri Pa, titles associated with Yama, the Hindu god of death. This theory gains credence from a legend indicating that Serapis, in the form of a bull, was transported from India to Egypt by Bacchus. The precedence of the Hindu mysteries lends further weight to this hypothesis. Various interpretations of the name Serapis have been put forth, including the sacred bull, the sun in Taurus, the soul of Osiris, the sacred serpent, and the retiring of the bull. The last title references the ritualistic drowning of the sacred Apis in the Nile's waters every 25 years. There is compelling evidence to suggest that the renowned Serapis statue in the Serapeum at Alexandria was originally venerated under a different name in Sinope before being brought to Alexandria. Legend also claims that Serapis was an early Egyptian king, credited with laying the foundations of their philosophical and scientific acumen. After his passing, he was elevated to godly status. Phylarchus proposed that Serapis means the power that disposed the universe into its present beautiful order. Plutarch, in his work Isis and Osiris, narrates the story of the impressive Serapis statue located in the Serapeum at Alexandria. Ptolemy Soter, pharaoh of Egypt, was visited by a dream in which a colossal statue came to life and instructed him to bring it to Alexandria post-haste. Ptolemy, unsure of the statue's location, was in a quandary. However, a traveler named Sosibius revealed having seen such an image in Sinope. After 3 years of negotiations, the statue was finally obtained, albeit through subterfuge. The priests, Timotheus and Manethau, identified it as Serapis and declared it to be equivalent to Pluto. This masterstroke established Serapis as a common deity for both the Greek and Egyptian cultures, fostering religious unity. Descriptions of Serapis statues in various Egyptian and Roman temples abound. Many of them display Greek influence rather than strictly Egyptian. Some feature the god's body entwined by a massive serpent, while others combine aspects of Osiris and Apis. A probable representation of Serapis portrays him as a tall, commanding figure. evoking a sense of both masculine strength and feminine grace. His visage reflects deep contemplation, tinged with an undertone of sorrow. Long, somewhat effeminate hair cascades in curls over his breast and shoulders. His facial features, save for a substantial beard, carry a decidedly feminine quality. Typically, Serapis was garbed in heavy drapery from head to toe, concealing the perception that his body was androgynous. A variety of materials were employed to craft Serapis statues. Some were carved from stone or marble by skilled artisans, while others were molded from base or precious metals. One colossal Serapis statue was constructed from plates of different metals pieced together. In a Serapeum labyrinth, a 13-foot statue reputedly carved from a single emerald stood as a testament to the deity's grandeur. Modern scholars suggest it was crafted from green glass poured into a mold, but the Egyptians attested to its emerald nature. Clement of Alexandria describes a Serapis figure formed from a curious blend of materials. The statue included filings of gold, silver, lead, tin, and various Egyptian stones, such as sapphires, hematites, emeralds, and topazes. All these components were ground down and mixed with residual coloring matter from the funerals of Osiris and Apis. The resulting figure bore a rare and indigo hue. Certain Serapis statues were made from remarkably hard substances. When a Christian soldier, in accordance with Theodosius' edict, struck the Alexandrian Serapis with an axe, the instrument shattered and emitted sparks. Serapis might have also been venerated in the form of a serpent, a characteristic shared with many deities in the Egyptian and Greek pantheons. Serapis was known as Theon Heptagramadon, the god with a 7-letter name, mirroring the 7 letters in Serapis. In their hymns to Serapis, priests chanted the 7 vowels, and depictions of Serapis occasionally featured horns or a coronet adorned with 7 rays, symbolizing the 7 divine intelligences manifesting through solar light. Serapis held such prestige that he alone was consulted among the gods in times of a dying king. The Egyptian secret school of philosophy was divided into lesser and greater mysteries. The former belonged to Isis, while the latter were dedicated to Serapis and Osiris. It's believed that only the priesthood gained access to the greater mysteries. Even the royal heir had to be crowned pharaoh before becoming eligible, automatically assuming the role of both priest and temporal head of the state religion. Only a select few were initiated into the greater mysteries, guarding their secrets with unwavering devotion. The rituals of the higher degrees of the Egyptian mysteries have been pieced together from an examination of the chambers and passages where initiations took place. The Temple of Serapis, destroyed by Theodosius, concealed intricate mechanical devices used in the subterranean crypts and caverns where the nocturnal initiations unfolded. These devices attest to the severe tests of moral and physical courage faced by the initiates. Those who survived these arduous trials were eventually led into the presence of Serapis, a majestic and awe-inspiring figure illuminated by unseen radiance. Labyrinths played a significant role in the worship of Serapis, with E. A. Wallace Budge depicting Serapis with a minotaur-like figure, possessing a human body and a bull's head. Labyrinths symbolize the complexities and illusions of the lower world, through which the human soul journeyed in search of truth. Within the labyrinth resided the lower animalistic aspect of humanity, embodied by the bull-headed figure, which sought to ensnare the soul in the maze of worldly ignorance. In this context, Serapis represented the tester or adversary, scrutinizing the souls of those aspiring to unite with the immortals. The labyrinth may also have symbolized the solar system, with the bullman denoting the sun traversing its planets, moons, and asteroids. The Gnostic mysteries recognized the esoteric significance of Serapis, and through Gnosticism, this god became intertwined with early Christianity. Emperor Hadrian, during his travels in Egypt in AD 24, claimed that Serapis worshippers were also Christians, and the bishops of the church paid homage to the deity. Hadrian even asserted that the patriarch, while in Egypt, was compelled to venerate Serapis alongside Christ. The hidden significance of Serapis as a prototype for Christ becomes apparent when considering the words of C.W. King in Gnostics and their remains. King suggests, there can be no doubt that the head of Serapis, marked as the face as by a grave and pensive majesty, supplied the first idea for the conventional portraits of the Savior. The Jewish prejudices of the first converts were so powerful that we may be sure no attempt was made to depict his countenance until some generations after all that had beheld it on earth had passed away. Serapis gradually eclipsed the roles of other Egyptian and Greek gods, emerging as the supreme deity in both cultures. His influence persisted until the 4th century of the Christian era. In AD 385, Theodosius issued a significant edict for the demolition of Serapis' idol. When Christian soldiers, driven by this decree, entered the Serapeum at Alexandria to destroy the god's statue, they hesitated to touch it, fearing that the ground would swallow them whole. Eventually, they overcame their trepidation, dismantled the statue, ransacked the temple, and culminated their actions by burning the magnificent library housed within the Serapeum's grand halls. Surprisingly, Christian symbols were discovered amidst the temple's ruins. Socrates, a 5th century church historian, claimed that beneath the Serapeum's foundations, they found the monogram of Christ. The importance of Serapis as a forerunner to Christ is underscored by the connections between the mysteries of Serapis and those of other ancient civilizations. Richard Payne Knight's symbolical language of ancient art and mythology draws parallels between the Serapis Isis and the great gods of the Samothracian mysteries, identifying them with Serapis and Isis of Egypt, Teotos and Astarte of the Phoenicians, and Saturn and Ops of the Latins. Albert Pike's Morals and Dogma also emphasizes the multifaceted nature of Serapis, depicted through a variety of deities across different cultures. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey into the world of Serapis. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more mysteries and ancient wisdom, be sure to subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and comments below. We value your insights and questions. Until our next exploration, stay curious, and keep seeking knowledge.